You my good boy. I know, I love you too. Hi. You can smell my chocolate flavored lip balm, can't you? Or lipstick rather. You want me out? I'm Feather. I'm a ferocious beast. I'm gonna claw you. I'm gonna claw you. What are you looking at, Feather? He's molesting your ears as we speak. See, on a good note, that's why I know why witches had black cats, because it just went with everything. Imagine having a white cat as a witch, you just have white fur all over the place. Oh, I got the tea today, honey. I got the tea, I got the coffee, I got everything. More or less coffee because today's episode is gonna be a cray-cray. So first off, in gaming news, we have an article from Metro Gaming. Now keep in mind, this is an opinion article. An opinion article. This article, how should I put it? It has really bad grammar. So, as a grammar Nazi, I'm going to be correcting and going through and reading it the way it should be read. So if you guys get butthurt over me not reading it exactly how it is, then I don't care, and you guys just need to sit down and shush and watch the video. Or if you don't want to, that's fine. But in all honesty, this article is really good. Just clean up your grammar. And just like a side rant is just a little bit of a side rant. How do they edit it and feel comfortable? Be like, oh, okay, you know, this is the way I talk, so I'm gonna just talk like this and mumble jumble and put it onto the internet. Honey, have an editor look at it. Have me look at it. Have somebody look at it, okay? Games Inbox, the future of free games into the breach love and Mario Kart 9 demands. Now, the concept of having free video games, that would be amazing, but I know it would also be really bad for the developers, the writers, the video producers, just everybody involved in making the game. This is what they do. If you're going into the gaming industry and you are actually working as a video game developer, you know how difficult it is to even make any money at all whenever you're first starting out. The future is free. I'm going to suggest something that sounds kind of stupid, but really, I don't think it is. All video games should be free. Sit on that for a second. I'll tell you why that kind of peeves me in a moment. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but after the amazing success of Fortnite, I think it's now pretty clear that if a game is free, it has more of a chance to get to a bigger audience than if it was paid for. And that's because it only needs people to spend a relatively tiny amount of microtransactions. Wrong word placement for that, but I understand where this person's coming from. Tiny amount of microtransactions to make more money than a regular game, which I beg to differ, because if you are, let's say, the Resident Evil franchise, and you put out a $60 game, people are going to buy it. Okay, let's just be real. Resident Evil is one of the best franchises out there. They're going to buy the game. People are going to spend the $60, like me, when Resident Evil 7 Biohazard came out, and get the game because you love the franchise, you love everything about it. And the really interesting thing is that even if, let's say, Call of Duty Modern Warfare were to reboot and come out all over again, people would like really cave and spend the $100, the $150 just to get the game with the DLCs, with the season pass, with everything included, because they know they're going to get a great quality game. I'm not a fan of Call of Duty myself, but I appreciate the work and the amount of time and energy and just man hours that goes into that game, because it is an extensive map. It is a really well built game. It's just, for me, I like a little more story and a little bit more, just a little more bites, a little more yes honey to the game. And I mean, mechanically it's great, but story wise, now obviously microtransactions, there's that word again, microtransactions. Did you just want to use a big word in the article to say that you used a big word? Microtransactions are a sore subject, but ones in Fortnite seem to work pretty well. And I think that if they are cosmetic only and don't involve loot boxes, there's nothing inherently unfair about them. Okay, that's where I had to stop this person, because loot boxes aren't a bad thing. The fact that people are paying for loot boxes, it goes to developers, creators, everything like that. But that's, again, if you really like the game, you're gonna get everything you want for it. Then, opposed to a game you're only trying out because everybody else is doing it. I've played Fortnite before, but I'm not going to get all the loot boxes and everything like that. I'd rather get the loot boxes for Overwatch and get things that are, you know, are perfect for my character, like Sombra or Reaper or something like that, instead of paying out the butt for things that I might not even use in Fortnite. Just being real here. The only problem is that although this works fine with multiplayer games, it's a lot harder to see how to handle more single-player oriented games. But that's where I think Game Pass is a useful idea. It's not free, of course, because it has Netflix-style subscription, but it's already pretty good value and allows you to play any kind of game, including single-player, at no additional cost. Yeah, I've never tried Game Pass myself. I've heard about it and I've seen it being offered a lot to me on my Xbox. I was like, join Game Pass, you get these free cool games and everything like that. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll just buy the games and be a good, patron. But I know it works out a lot for people who don't have the cash to be able to spend on a $150 game. Like, it works out very well, because sometimes, and I know this is what happened whenever I fell in love with Overwatch, I got a free trial of it, and they were doing like a 15-day free play part of Overwatch, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what, a certain edition must be coming out, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Fell in love with the game, as you guys know, ended up buying it, playing it on my channel. Absolutely wonderful game. When Fortnite came out, I had mixed feelings about it, because it was one of those games people are always going to complain about something, whether they suck at it, whether the DLCs are not good, whether what loot box or what little piece of merch you get for it that's inside the game, whatever it may be. People are going to find something to nitpick at it. No winning. Yeah, free games are cool, but at the end of the day, if you pay for a game and you are backing the developers and you're backing the company, they got your back as a consumer. And that's the thing. Like, if you are able to get a good game, like I said, the developer, everybody like that, they got your back with the good content. If you get a free game, you're not as likely going to be able to get all the perks of a game that you would already have purchased, Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, okay? Now, these articles, this is one article done by different people. Like, it's broken up kind of like into a blog of some sorts. So that's just one of them. I'll let you guys read the rest, and I'll put every single link that is used in today's video down in the description below for your reading pleasure. Now we're gonna get into some YouTube news, and oh my god. This needs a coffee chug, not a coffee sip, okay? So YouTube is at it. It's damn Daniel back at it again with the stuff and banning things and everything like that. I mean, YouTube might as well be the government for all intents and purposes, okay? YouTube is getting tougher on gun videos. Well, what kind of gun videos? Is it going to be specific? Well, let's find out. The YouTube platform published new guidelines on Monday that ban videos showing how to assemble a firearm or install certain accessories such as high-capacity magazines. I mean, if it's for an educational purpose, you could just have it on a certain channel or a certain guideline restriction. You don't have to completely ban it entirely. The new regulations, first reported by Bloom, come as a Google-owned platform has come under criticism for lax policies regarding what content users can post. I agree with this to a certain extent, okay? But for the kid who has like a phone case that's kind of looks like a gun or something like that, and there are those phone cases. I was actually looking for a new phone case online because just to show you guys, this is breaking apart right now. Just the phone case itself. I feel bad for Koya because he didn't deserve this. Nobody deserves to be cracked up like this. Okay, so I'm really tempted to get a new phone case, but then again, I'm thinking I'm getting the iPhone 6 soon, so I might as well just wait. But there are phone cases that have like the gun holder thing, but it has like a phone case like this, and then it'll have like the gun attached to it so that it looks like you're holding a gun when in reality you're holding a phone case that is a gun, if that makes sense. So you just have to be really careful about it. And I saw these user guidelines updated a couple of days ago actually, and I was like, okay, I have to do a video about this, because the thing is that like among the new rules, they stated actually here, no videos that intended to sell firearms or certain accessories that turn into a firearm or into an automatic weapon are allowed. No videos that provide instructions on making or installing a gun, ammunition, a high-capacity magazine, homemade silencer, or any certain accessories will be allowed. Neither will videos showing how to convert a firearm into an automatic weapon. Now, for some people and for some people who don't like the use of guns at all, they're like, yeah, ban this, do this, yeah, YouTube, you're great, this is awesome. But for some people who do not know how to assemble a gun, especially a handgun or anything like that, maybe a millennial of my age, is getting a gun for the first time and they want to know how to use it, some people would say, oh, just go to your local gun manufacturer and have them teach you. True, but a lot of people want to be able to be stubborn and look something up really quickly online and say that, oh, I did this on my own. So for a lot of people, it takes the educational factor away. But on the safety side, I understand that, and I understand what YouTube is doing. But like I said, educationally, I really think that YouTube needs to allow some sort of leeway in the safer practice of gun laws and gun use. I would show the picture of the cell phone case, but I do not want to get in trouble by the man upstairs. And a little fun piece of news that I thought you guys might enjoy, since this is a tea talk, a new ViVi bubble tea is opening in downtown St. Cloud. St. Cloud is expanding its quickly growing food and drink culture one location at a time. The newest addition, ViVi Bubble Tea. Located on 5th Avenue South between Snap Fitness and Fantastic Seams, ViVi Bubble Tea is the first restaurant in St. Cloud specifically devoted to bubble tea. So if anybody's in the St. Cloud area, go check this place out. It looks absolutely adorable. I'll be posting pictures here in the video and everything like that, but this looks absolutely so freaking cute. It looks like something straight out of Japan. Like, I am absolutely in love with this, and I gotta go to St. Cloud to experience said bubble tea. Because personally, I've never had bubble tea before. I've never even thought about trying it until I saw a Dan and Phil vlog, and Dan was like, oh, let's get some bubble tea. I'm like, what is this concoction that is bubble tea? So I looked it up. It looks delicious. I need it in my life. As a hipster, any kind of tea, good for me. And as a quick little side note about Twitch, you guys know I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that's going to be changing up a little bit because I'm going to be collabing with another streamer. So if you guys want to see what that is all about, I can let you guys know very soon. Everything is still in the works. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, more news to come on that. I just wanted to leave that as a little bit of a lingering suspense there for you. And now we have some viewer questions of the day. There were a few questions that were sent in to me, and I had to pick which ones to use because normally I would just put all of them in, but I was like, oh, you need to keep the video time constraint. You gotta just you gotta choose questions. Okay, so we're gonna pick two questions. So I picked two questions. The first one is from Quiz. Oh my god, I'm gonna mess this name up royally. At Aquil Boyd. I'm messing that up. And he asks, do you go to any cons at all, like conventions or anything like that, he means. I have not had the chance to go to a convention at all yet. Hopefully that will change either this year or next year. I really want to go to Playlist Live. Like, I really want to go to Playlist Live. I want to be able to vlog there. I want to go all sorts of stuff. I want to go to VidCon. VidCon's another one. Comic-Con, because there are a lot of things that are happening at Comic-Con this year that I would just love to see. So the answer is no, I have not, but I would love to. I would love to get invited to one. I would love to be at one. I would just love to be at one and vlog and get to experience the entire experience of the experience and experience it. So our next question comes from Andrew. Thank you so much for your question, Andrew. And he asks, what annoys you more, a bad game, a bad song, or bad writing? Peace and good vibes to you and all of your subs and followers, hipster. Thank you so much, Andrew. I would have to say, I mean, a bad game annoys me, but not to the point of like, oh, I want to get angry and smash stuff and be like the Hulk and just gerb. No. A bad song, that doesn't annoy me as much because a bad song is in the eye of the beholder, and there is no right way, technically, to do a song. Like, if you think about it, a lot of the greatest people who a lot of people thought they actually had bad voices were amazing musicians, like Janis Joplin, David Bowie, you know, AC/DC and Motorhead, like a lot of those guys. So I would say bad writing, because there's a correct way to do writing. Like, there's writing, and then there's writing. Like, there's the writing that's the great stuff, and then you go into, like, the dark web of writing. You go into the black hole of writing, and then it just becomes this zest pool of just stuff, and you don't know what it is, and you're thinking to yourself, did that person grow up like not hearing words at all, or just what happened? What happened? Who hurt you? And it's just, it baffles me that there's so many bad writers, and it's like, I'm lucky enough to have a mother who knows how to write, and she taught me how to write from a very young age, and I'm lucky enough to be able to have somewhat of a career in writing, actually. But the thing is that, yeah, that annoys me. That annoys me more than anything is bad writing. As you guys see in the videos, it's evidence that bad writing really, really, really annoys me to the point of where I get incredibly passionate about it. So I will go off, and people know this about me, like I will go off. I will go off. But that is today's tea talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the information that you got in this video, because I search, okay? Actually, that's a lie. I did this last minute, and I didn't know what to do for today's tea talk, and I searched stuff at the last minute, so don't hate me. But that's it for me. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below, because I make videos every damn day. Stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Peace.